you and two others. So we're going to have a look at what is going on energetically between you. So this could be about romantic interest, this could be soulmates, divine counterparts, or even people that are circling your energy field right now. So we're going to take a look at these energies moving between you and two other people. So Spirit, for the viewer, can we have a look at where the viewer is right now? We have got the Page of Cups. Energy number 1. Let us have a look here. So while I'm shuffling, just a reminder that my 2026 year ahead tarot readings are now available. So these are deep dive personal recordings where we explore your themes for the year and then go month by month to support you in moving with clarity and purpose. So person number 1, please Spirit, what do we need to know? We have got the 3 of Pentacles and person number 2. May we have a look? Person number 2. So also mentorship applications are open. So these are for those of you who already know that you have a soul mission and you are ready to be visible and live it. So I'm taking on a very small number of students to work with me in person in the UK at the end of February. So you can apply either by message to me or there is a link in my bio. We have got the 6 of Swords. I think I see a story already. Now, your energy is coming through as the Page of Cups. And in this particular card, we can see the words eternal youth on it. So it immediately calls to my mind the Holy Grail or even the Fountain of Youth. It feels like something very sacred, something sought after, and deeply rejuvenating. So traditionally, this is a card that talks about miracles, it talks about innocence, it talks about psychic ability, and it talks about open-heartedness. So you might not always see yourself this way, but others do, and others feel it. So your energy is very pure, it's very hopeful, it's very magnetic. There's something with the words here, eternal youth. It really feels that there's something deeply life-giving about your presence, almost like this spiritual elixir. And people are often very drawn to you, not because of what you do, but because of the energy that you carry. Now, I can also see that there's this number 11 here. So you might find that you see number 11s or 1111 often. And that's usually a sign that you're walking some sort of spiritual path and that your light is being noticed, even if that's not always acknowledged. So what I'm picking up here is that to someone, and I actually feel more than one, many, you are a miracle. Or you were a miracle. And whether they've said this out loud or not, your presence in some way has changed them. You've brought something rare, something real, and that is because you are rare. So person number 1 is showing up as the 3 of Pentacles. And this often talks about collaboration, it talks about partnership, and it can talk about shared goals. So to me, this can even be a marriage or a business contract card. There's certainly this formality to it. You can see that there are these 3 individuals and that there are these papers that seem to be being delivered. Now, what's striking here is this keystone imagery. You can see that the 3 pentacles, they're carved into this central stone of an archway. And that stone is what holds the entire structure together. And that's what's telling me that you might be the keystone in this person's life, the one who really holds things together, the one who brings in the peace, the stability, the vision, the inspiration. And I feel like this person has a lot of admiration for your talents and your craft. See this person here, so this could represent you. This is the one who is doing the carving. So I see you as this person, and I see you as these 3 pentacles here. So this is someone who sees what you're building and wants to be a part of it. So whether that's in love, whether that's in a career, or whether that's in a creative project. So there's someone that feels solid and grounded in your life as well, someone who values your presence deeply. Now, the other thing that's interesting is that the original question is you and 2 others. And, there are 3 that are represented here. It does feel quite literal. And this could be representing a relationship or a collaboration built on mutual respect and some sort of shared vision. Person number 2 is showing up as the 6 of Swords. Now, the imagery in this particular deck, it does add a layer of emotion to it. We can see these group of really cute little bunnies, but can you see how their heads, they're bowed and their ears are down? There's this undeniable body language that speaks of sadness and heaviness and departure. So there's something that's being left behind here, and it has not been easy. One of the traditional meanings of the 6 of Swords is talking about having to leave something behind in order to move forward into a place of peace. Now, the other thing that stands out very strikingly to me is the placement of these 6 swords. So in a traditional deck, we would see them all placed at the front. Occasionally we'll see them at the back, but more often than not, we would see them at the front here. So these are all to the right of the boat here. And the right side is often seen as representing the future. So this tells me that there's been some sort of boundary or emotional armory that has been put in place in order to be able to move forward. Not necessarily in anger, but it feels like this is out of self-preservation or clarity or peace. So this could very much reflect someone that you've had to guard yourself from, emotionally or energetically, in order to move to calmer waters. Or this could actually reflect their own journey. Someone who might have pulled away to protect their future or their peace, possibly leaving things unresolved between the both of you. Either way, there's still movement in this card. And it says that although the waters might be rough, the direction is forward, even if that progress comes with a whole mixture of feelings such as grief and regret. A lot of complexity within this. Let's pull one more card for each. So for you, we've got the 4 of Swords. Person number 1, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and person number 2, we've got the King of Cups. With you showing up as the 4 of Swords, so this is a classic card that talks about rest, retreat, and this place of sacred pause. So in traditional imagery, you would actually see a figure lying in stillness, and there would be 3 swords hanging above them and 1 sword that's resting beneath them. And that 1 sword underneath symbolizes your return, the part of you that will rise again. And the person that rises again is going to be wiser, and they're going to be stronger. But the 3 swords that hang above, they speak to the 3 of Swords in tarot, speaking about heartache and grief and emotional disappointment, maybe even exhaustion. So it's no coincidence that this entire reading has been wrapped in the energies of 3s. Imagine those 3 swords above. We've got the 3 here, and even within the 6 of Swords, there's 3 little bunnies within that boat. So 3 paths, 3 different pulls on your heart and attention. And now, here you are in some sort of necessary pause. So maybe not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You might feel the weight of other people's energies. You might be holding on to more than what's fair. And so this card is also your permission to release. So I very much see this as your reset. A moment to return to yourself and to heal without rushing, and to maybe untangle from what others might be projecting or expecting of you. So earlier, we saw this very sweet energy of the Page of Cups, the miracle giver, the life bringer, the intuitive soul that other people are drawn to. But even that Page of Cups needs to be refilled. And most giving hearts need space to restore, because the others around you may not have fed into this as much as you have given. So this Four of Swords is asking you to rest without guilt. And with this, you will have this knowing that clarity and direction and renewal will follow. So person number one is showing up as the Four of Pentacles. Now I'm seeing two very distinct stories to this particular energy. Both of them feel quite important. So on one hand, this could be someone in your life who is holding on to you energetically. There's something about you, your value, which we spoke of here, your energy, your uniqueness, and they are very aware of it and they don't want to let you go. You can see how this person is like hanging on to everything here. Now, this isn't always about obsession or clinging. It can be, though. Sometimes it's simply the recognition that you are precious to them and they don't want to lose access to your light. And you might even feel this in some sort of subtle ways. So their presence, you might even feel their presence lingering, even if they're not around. You can feel when their attention is still tuned into you. Now, on the other hand, this card can also speak to very tangible, grounded terms. So we saw the Three of Pentacles here, which is a card of collaboration, of building, of contracts, commitment. And now we see the Four. So there's something that is progressing, something that is deepening. So this could be someone who wants to invest in you. So this could mean investing in your business, in your future, in a shared life with you. The Four of Pentacles often represents someone who is financially minded, usually someone who's quite stable and thinking about some sort of long-term security. We can see all of these buildings in the background. So this could be someone who really sees you as part of the vision that they want to build. So whether this is romantic or whether this is business related, or maybe there's a blend of both here, this person seems to hold a lot of value for you. And I'm not entirely sure that they express it dramatically, but I would say that they are consistent. The way that they're holding on to this pentacle suggests that they might keep their cards, as it were, close to their chest. But certainly there's something to do with planning, thinking, positioning, and I don't think this person is going to be walking away anytime soon. Now, person number two is showing up as the King of Cups. Now, what's really striking to me in this particular card is how much is rising to the surface. Do you see how all of the waves, they are rising up this throne? I mean, that's really unnatural. You really often wouldn't see something like this within nature. If you were looking at the ocean, you wouldn't see the waves come to that. So the King of Cups, they represent someone that has very deep but sometimes overwhelming emotions. And they don't always know how to express them. They often feel a lot more than they show. And like I say, what's really powerful in this card is the way that the waves are swelling around that throne. It's almost as if the truth of what they feel cannot be contained for much longer. It is coming to the surface. So water in tarot, it represents emotions, it talks about intuition, and it talks about the subconscious. So when it's rising like this, it's suggesting that this person is either about to come forward on how they feel, or that they are internally reaching some sort of emotional tipping point. So you might not have heard it yet in words, but there's undercurrents that are really strong. Now, even the cup that they're holding, let me bring it closer so that you can see. Can you see how it's not smooth or symmetrical? It's jagged, it's wobbly, it's unpredictable. So that detail alone tells a story that when they do express themselves, it might not come out clearly or perfectly. It feels like their words might fumble, their timing might be off, but it doesn't mean that the emotions aren't real. In fact, it means that they're so real that they've become really hard to contain. Now, what adds another layer to this is actually this ship that we're seeing in the background. And that visual links me back to yesterday's reading, where we had the King of Cups in another deck. And the theme that seemed to come through with that was ships passing in the night, or perhaps the ship that has already sailed. Now, when we pair this with this Six of Swords, which shows sadness, it shows departure, it shows movement, then we might be looking at someone who's either realizing too late how much you meant, or someone who's still emotionally tethered, even if distance or timing has separated you. So this could be a connection that never really fully closed, or one that left emotional threads untied. So whether they said it or not, this person has unspoken feelings and they're still working their way to the surface. Of course, as always, this is a collective reading and therefore it's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's perfectly fine. However, if you would like your own private reading, then you can go to the link within my bio, and that will take you to all of my listed readings. Here's that 2026 year ahead tarot reading that I'd spoken of. I do also have some same day readings. I put a few up yesterday and they were gone within moments. So I'm working through those today. And like I say, I've just relisted a few that will go out within the next 24 hours as well. We can also have a look at soul contracts for you. To find the mentorship that I was speaking of, then here is the application here.